Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go back to 1988, one of Konami's greatest games they ever made, in my opinion. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I hope I said that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's get into the video, my friends. We're going to be playing the arcade version that we spent a lot of money on. I'll see you inside.
Why are you running?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
Fire! Well, I guess we have to go and save April from a burning building. Shredder and his Foot Clan are making a lot of cuck here. And now I'm going to send in some mutant turtles to go and kick their ass. For this one I chose Donatello with his kendo stick or whatever that weapon was that he used. I mean, a lot of people now say Leonardo is their favorite character. Donatello to me has a special place. It was 1988 or 1989, just after this game came out in the arcades. My late sister, she bought me a figurine or a toy, an inflatable toy that was about this big, and it was Donatello standing there with this grin on his face. And that thing was on my cupboards for years and years and years. But with all plastic toys, I guess, you know, they can't stand the humidity and heat that a lot of places go through, so yeah, it's unfortunately I had to get rid of it. But I guess that's why Donatello was probably my favorite character. I did forget a lot of this game. There's a lot of turtle games out there, especially on this collection. Man, I think it's actually a very good deal when you download this game from the Play Store, because I think you have like 10 or maybe 13 games. There's a lot of turtle games to satisfy you. Another one of my favorites that's on this collection is called the Manhattan Project. I think I actually played that one on the Sega Mega Drive or the Genesis. I can't really remember, but I do remember this one was the one that was in the arcades, and you and three of your friends could play it together simultaneously. So yeah, if you had a lot of quarters with you, and you could pound out the... I mean, it's just a basic beat 'em upper. There's no real science to these games. It's just classic arcade. Beat up the enemy and move on to the next stage. Of course, the sound effects, it's it's funny. I mean, you heard when we walked into this room when the way April was shouting, "Help me!" It kind of sounds like a fly. What movie is that from? When I recorded this, I was wondering the same thing. There was a fly that was stuck on a cobweb somewhere, or a spider's web, and the spider was busy approaching this fly, and the fly just said, "Help me!" You know, that's what April sounded like. But okay, we just got past. Sorry, guys, I'm keeping on here. We just got past the first boss fight. I think. I'm not sure what that boss's name was. Was it Rocksteady or was it? Who was that? But it was a rhino with a machine gun. You have some special moves that you can do with your characters depending on the buttons that you press. You can actually fall into those manholes. I always wondered about that scene. You know, we just saw April appear there on the TV in the store. How did Shredder know at that exact point I would be at that point there to see her shout, "Help me" on the TV? Game physics. We get a lot of foot soldiers in this thing, but I mean, they basically just change colors. Basically the same pattern all over again. Over and over and over again. I must say, if it wasn't for the turtles in my life, I would never try pizza in my life. They made it look cool. I never had a pizza with anchovies on it, because that's just fucking disgusting. But yeah, if it wasn't for the turtles, I would never try pizza for the first time in my life, and I would never love pizza as much as I do now. But the anchovy thing, no. People say pineapple does not belong on a pizza. I say bullshit. Fish doesn't belong on a pizza. Don't tell me a pineapple on a pizza is bad. Come on. You're just hypocritical and you're wrong. Probably going to get a lot of comments for that, but okay. I wonder how those two soldiers fitted behind the that billboard so flat. I mean, there's no space there. That guy's just hanging around the garbage can by the broken taxi there. At first I thought that was the ultimate warrior on the wall there, only to realize it's actually the Statue of Liberty. Who was this boss now? Or was this Rocksteady? I don't know. I remember when we were kids, you could buy the action figures as well, and getting your hands on these bosses was so cool. You know, they cost a little bit more than the normal the Turtles figurines, but if you had the bosses, that was so cool. That's the only way I knew I was getting somewhere. You know, you start hitting the boss and it actually starts flickering, making a weird color or something like that. Duh, who put the lights out? This stage I did not like. I forgot about this stage because if you walk in the water, there's these missiles that keep on firing at you the whole time. Hence, if you stay up there where the sewer pipes are the whole time, there's more enemies there, so you're not really safe in either place. I do remember me and my friends, we used to play this a lot. But it was always very hard playing it in the arcades because, I mean, you only had so much space, you know, where you could actually stand while playing and doing a decent job with your character. I'm not sure why when I recorded this, because I actually chose the full screen version. It gave me the little window in the middle, but I guess it doesn't look that bad. It's okay. It adds to the nostalgia of the game. That gate is very irritating because you just get close to it and it knocks you back. Yeah, just to realize you could just walk past the gate in the water. Nice. Yeah, and of course the foot soldiers, they can touch the gate. That's no problem. These little birdie rat things grab onto your hands and everything. I mean, here's a foot soldier with an enormous hammer. Not a lot of special moves that you can do, but again, as a young gamer, this was awesome. I mean, look at the colors, look at the playability that you have. You can hit things and shake things around. I do remember the second to last boss. His name was, I think it was Krang. It was the big humanoid that had the brain in its stomach. And that thing used to freak me out as a kid. I don't know who this boss was. I don't know where he ever was in the cartoons and everything, but he is just damn irritating. I don't know if it's him or if it's his little birdie chicken things, his iron chickens that's down here. The only way you can really follow that enemy is just to follow his little circle shadow. If that shadow is across from yours, then you know you can hit him. That's the only... this took a while, but yeah. It is what it is. I already beat you guys up, now you're giving me cuck. What the hell, man? It's so funny how long these games used to be when you were a kid. You would spend days, maybe months, depending on how much money you had to play this in the arcades, if you could get through the game. And you had serious brag rights if you could finish a game by your own, or, you know, with a friend of yours. You know, you would be like, hey, I'm the man. This video, I'm not sure how long it's going to be. I think I went past the 30-minute mark. If you would join me to the end of the video, I would really appreciate that. That's another thing that just confused the hell out of me. You blow up a barrel, but you can't walk over the residue of the barrel. You're just stuck there. So sometimes the connection points in these games were just atrocious. Your character does actually take a lot of damage now that I think about it, and I'm watching this as for the playback. I mean, these guys, yeah, they have swords as well, and they have some weapons. I could understand a gun giving you that much damage, but I mean, sometimes they hit you with a sword, and it's like more than half of your power is gone. I don't know what I just did there. Okay, so now I have to take on both of them in order to get April out of the elevator. Why don't I just go into the elevator, press the up button, and just leave them down there? Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm going to try and get rid of them, one of them as quickly as possible. That is kind of cool when they do run into each other like that. It gives a little bit of a comedic effect to I always say this, my friends, we've come so far in gaming, but this was the fun part of gaming. As a kid, this made me happy as a kid. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you guys out there that you can't really. I've said this before in the other Let's Play games. You can't compare these games to what we see today. You know, the amazing graphics that you even get on a mobile game. I mean, mobile games nowadays look better than some console games or some PC games. It just had something special. These games just had something special. This to a 9-year-old mind or an 8-year-old mind, when you were, it was amazing. It was great. It looked great. Remember, we didn't have flat screen TVs and smart TVs, 4K, 8K, whatever K TVs. We had these little box glass TVs, and whatever you had, that's what you had to be happy with that. Man, I miss those days. The innocence of those days before everything became so. This world has just changed. This world has just changed into an oversensitive cesspool of bull. It's like people can't have fun anymore. You can't. I don't want to get into that stuff. Like I said, this is a very sensitive world. You should be so careful what you say nowadays. Don't step on anybody's toes, but yeah, it does piss me off. You're not allowed to post certain videos anymore, use certain words in your videos. You're not supposed to reference certain stuff because it might be offensive. You know, yeah, luckily I had a full life. I'm thinking that I should have actually maybe used more than just the one character of Donatello. I should have used Raphael or Michelangelo or Leonardo. I was just carrying on through the game and going for it as much as I can. It's like I said in the beginning, it's a basic side-scrolling RPG game. You just beat people up. That's what I just said. Now you take enormous amounts of damage from just normal enemies. I'm not even sure what difficulty level this thing was on. I think it was probably on the default setting, which is probably normal. Some foot soldiers traveling around in their lowrider, their Cadillac. Yeah, good luck trying just to walk into those things, because they just push you back. These guys have some serious strength. You know, they should go work at a truck stop somewhere and change some tires, because you know, if you can throw tires around that way, that's. Plus, they keep on floating the exact same height as the throw started at. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, this stage as well. Man, this was. How I would have loved as a kid to have a skateboard like that followed me around. You know, like a motion tracker. I wonder if they're looking where the hell they're going, because if I look at those guys flying those little helicopters, it's they're just looking down the whole time. Yeah, I'm taking massive amounts of damage from these guys with their floating choppers. And this guy is shooting me with a Johnny Cash song, The Ring of Fire, and this guy has like that looks like a very weird gun. Something you would pick up in a adult store. Well, I must say, they did build decent roads back in the 80s. Look at the roads, or the status of our roads here in South Africa. They took one bomb like that and the whole street would be gone. But there's no damage in these streets, look at that. All of a sudden we're slowing down. Here's the mystery machine. If you don't get that reference, watch a cartoon by the name of Scooby-Doo, my friends. Okay, now we crashed our van. Nice. That's the way to crash the Turtles van, guys. Now that I think of it, it's actually the very same premise as the Manhattan Project. You fight through the streets of New York, or wherever, and then eventually you head underground to go and find the... I forget what the fortress was named, where you find Shredder and Krang. But it was this big... kind of like a big eyeball on some tank tracks, and you know, that's where the enemies were situated. The bosses, they always hide in the most elaborate, these very weird fortresses, while the foot soldiers, I wonder if the foot soldiers knew they were working for a couple of assholes. You know, this isn't working. You've got whatever you guys are doing, it's getting your asses kicked. So do you know that your bosses are actually horrible people? I don't know. There, two of them just got stuck on the explosive barrel there. Inflammables. Okay. Leave that. Okay, so here's another overgrown corkscrew. Can't remember who this was, but the flying crab monster thingies shooting at me. Also irritating as hell. Not very hard, but you basically have to follow where their shadows are going in order to hit them. Your shadow has to align with theirs. So, I don't know how many lives I went through in this thing. It was just kept on being resurrected. So that actually was not a boss fight. I thought that was a boss fight. These little vacuum cleaners, they remind me of those enemies in that game Earthworm Jim. I'm still looking for that thing to play, that thing to do a let's play on that thing. My version for the Genesis doesn't work anymore, so I'm having a hard time finding a thing for that. Oh, there's Master Splinter. And I don't know who this boss is. I can't remember him. Kind of looks like a steroid abusing pelican. Mr. Purple helmet and orange shoes, orange boots, and he only has one nipple. And the nipple switches sides. Okay, so it's just burned my face. Man, but he's kicking my ass. I forgot about this guy. shot this video somewhere last week, early morning, when I couldn't sleep. So, forgot about Mr. Nipple Switching Pelican. Shredder, you're the master of Kung Fu, bro. You're the guy that taught 4 turtles to do Kung Fu. You can't free yourself from the blue rope? I mean, come on. You know, I've never really, now that I think about it, I've never gone into the lore of where the turtles came from. Why would turtles become martial arts experts? Teenage Mutant Ninja Rats. Yeah, that wouldn't that wouldn't have worked. Oh, yeah, I free him. Thank you, my turtles. Oh, I love you. Long time. There's the eyeball thing looking at me. I finally reached it. Now I'm gonna go and find the bosses, the Technodrome. That was the name of it. I forgot that. Hurry, hurry! I'm trying my best here. I'm being attacked by 1980s cameras and a ninja. I have a stick. They have like 5,000 rounds a second. Come on, man. Oh, God. Now we have some power problems as well. Cooked turtle. This guy, he got one of the crap weapons. He got a stick as well. We have a vacuum cleaner. And, at this point, I was just button mashing. There's no real science to this, like I said. It's just to hit the things and move on. Maybe this is why I play games like Bloodborne the way I do. I just hit things. I don't think about it. I just hit things. It's because of these damn arcade games. Okay, now I'm stuck in a bowl of... Not fair, guys. Come on, I have a stick. Just walk past it. Come on. Man. Okay, we're going down a sideways elevator here. There's some balls flying at me. And now it's over. I like the way he's kind of warning you, stand back. Okay, the vacuum cleaners are back, and the red army of doom with their spoon guns. Can we get to the boss fight, please? Open the door. Oh, okay, here's Mr. Russian Big Hand and Swollen Lobster thing. Man, I would have been terrible if I designed game characters, the names for these characters. I couldn't figure out what he was doing because he keeps on loading his gun, but he never fires it. Look at him, he strokes it a little bit, and then he hits you with it. Pull the trigger, man. You know that little thing that looks like a tail? Pull it. It's gonna make a doof sound. Well, his nipple also changes from side to side. Another guy who skips leg day. Look at that. Okay, now he's... Oh. Finally, he found the trigger. So he has to reload it 20 times in order to get one shot. That's what I call a crappy gun, bro. Oh. I'm trying to sort this dude out, but he's kicking my ass. I'm being attacked by a static door. Plus Mr. Speedo. Take me to the main bosses. I don't want to play with you anymore. Just gonna hit you until you... Okay. Run! Right, now we're gonna fight Krang. Mr. Stomach. I remember this was a... If you could beat this boss, you were king, man. You were king of the play yard. In a weird way, this guy reminded me of another person I knew in real life that scared the hell out of me because it was actually my aunt. Krang is just, smiling there in the middle of his stomach, just bleh. Just poke him with a stick. Again, you can see this for yourself. Not a lot of animation, not a lot going on. 2 or 3 basic moves: kick, throw, punch, thrust, flex. These games could only be beaten depending on how much money you had. I'm pretty sure if you were a poor kid, you never finish these games. Because look how many times I've died since I started this video. It's been countless times. Oh, excuse me. Been a long night. He's not even showing signs of taking damage. Oh, there's a little bit of a flicker going on. What's wrong with his kneecaps? Why are they... I know he's supposed to be like an android being or something like that, but why doesn't he have those same splits in his elbows? And he has like a cornrow of chest hair. Now, hey, I'm doing damage now. I'm poking the thing. So here's a tip for you. When the end of the world comes and it's a zombie apocalypse, just find yourself a stick and poke whatever's coming towards you with a stick. That's probably gonna help. Oh, come on, just die. There he goes. Now, the final battle is you fight Shredder, but you don't fight only one. You fight both of them. Or 2 of them. Because what I didn't realize is once you knock the helmet off one, stop attacking that one. Go for the one that still has his helmet on. I only realized that a couple of minutes into the fight. You see, now I'm just supposed to go for the one with the helmet, but I'm just hitting everything now. So then he's going to stand still and he's going to respawn. So yeah. If you do this fight for the first time, I think that's what's happening here, because it looks like what's happening. You know, once the helmet falls off the one, go for the one with the helmet. And then you can beat them actually very quickly. But like I said, I didn't figure this out until much later. A lot of time went by when I was playing this. I do hope you enjoy these looking back at these retro games, and when we do these let's play. There's no seriousness to it. Just here to have fun. That's the thing. Thank you if you do watch my videos. Thank you so much with all the support you guys give me. You help out my channel more than you realize every time you click on a video and you hit the like button. If you leave a comment, that's even better. You help me with a lot of little things. I do really appreciate each and every one of you. Depending on it doesn't matter what games you like to see from my stuff. I know that most of my stuff it's Bloodborne stuff, but I do enjoy a variety of games. But that's it basically. We just gone through the whole arcade game of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1988. Freaked the Foots, mangled the monsters, and totaled the Technodrome. That's Turtle Power, yeah. Well, what about Shredder and Krang? Burnt to toast, vaporized to milkshake, or escaped to the Dominion X until we know we can sleep safe. Okay. They did come back. But anyway, my friends, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for joining me. You take care and stay safe. Cheers, my friends.